You can call me as many liars as you want, right? You can say what the fuck to me you like, but when you talk to her, you do it with respect. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. Out! Out! John.
Do what? Let's just talk.
Just call my slave a liar.
No, I didn't call your slave a liar.
I swear to God, get out of the house.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
This is Lee Thompson. Lee claims he's a leading member of the Kaotians, a hitherto unheard of cult with thousands of followers worldwide. He hit the headlines in May 2006 when police raided his Darlington home. They'd received a tip-off that Lee was holding a Canadian woman as a sex slave, but no charges were brought and the woman went home. Now the cult leader's preparing to get a new slave, Angel from Australia.
See you, I fucking hate you. You specifically. You.
Darlington residents were shocked by yesterday's news that a cult leader was living.
Cult's followers believe men are the dominant sex and women can own. Lee Thompson says he is on the High Council of the Kaotians, a secretive cult.
Darlington, in County Durham, doesn't make the headlines very often. But in May 2006, an international sex cult was found to be operating in one of its terraced streets. The man at the centre of it all was Lee Thompson. He claimed that his cult, the Kaotians, has thousands of members all over the world. At the heart of his cult's philosophy is the idea that men are the naturally dominant sex. Shocked locals first heard about the cult when Lee began taking his Canadian slave out on a lead.
What people think of me, I don't give a shit. They can sit there and they can judge me as much as they want, you know. They can sit there and they can judge, they can debate, they can decide, they can label me. They can do whatever they want to me. But you know the one thing they can't do? They can't make one damn bit of difference to my life. A lot of people are like me, they just don't put the words to it.
So what are you like?
Like every man should be.
After 3 months with Lee and the subsequent police raid, his Canadian slave went home. When I start filming with him a few weeks later, there's no immediate sign of the 1,000 members, but he is hoping to recruit another slave, this time from Australia. Her real name is Catherine Cook, but she calls herself Angel. Lee talks to her every day via the internet.
What's the only thing that's in a slave's mind, baby?
To serve her master and to please him.
In every which way possible, yeah?
Yes, my master.
If I took you into a room and there was 5 men there and I told you to get down on your knees, you were going to be fucked by them all, would you refuse me?
No, my master.
What about if there was 10?
No, my master.
20?
Do you want me to say yes, my master?
No, I want you to tell the truth, baby. I always want you to tell the truth, you know that.
Lee met Angel online in a virtual world called Second Life. In Second Life, millions of users all over the world create their own characters, like these ones based on Lee and Angel's originals, to act out their fantasies. Lee's character, Slyway, is a heroic Kaotian warrior who goes in search of women to enslave, whilst Angel is a beautiful and submissive heroine. She's been Lee's online slave for over a year, but now she's planning to step out of Second Life and act out her slave role for real. She's going to travel 10,000 miles to Darlington and for the first time in her real life, become a slave to a man she's never met before.
So what have you got for her?
I've got a collar which is the same as one of these, but bigger, yeah? But I can't find it.
And when does she wear that?
Constantly, mate. Constantly. She won't like this. She won't like this at all.
What is it?
It's a studded paddle.
Sounds painful.
Yep, it certainly is.
She had that kind of sex life before?
She's had hardly any kind of sex life before.
It's going to be quite a shock for her, isn't it?
In a good way, I hope. I mean, there's nothing I'd do here that I haven't... I was very good to Angel. What I did is, in Second Life, we actually lived the same way as we'd live as if we were in real life together. That gave her an idea of the things that I would be doing, so that she wasn't shocked. You know, so she wasn't upset, so she wasn't getting into anything that she didn't want to get into. You want to be a slave because you want to devote yourself to someone completely, not because you want to escape and not have to make decisions.
Until now, Angel's been living as a Sydney housewife with 2 grown-up kids. But now she's leaving, and her ex-husband isn't happy. The next time Lee phones Angel, he's there in the background.
Whatever.
You fucking head.
I haven't done anything.
Fuck off, turn off, smash it right in the mouth.
He's at the same point now where he said he was going to burn the fucking house down if she left her. I ain't having to go through all that again.
After the call, Lee's desperate to get Angel over as soon as possible.
Are you spending pretty much all your money to get her here?
Every single penny, mate. Every single penny.
Found her flight. Just sick of all the shit, man. Absolutely sick of all the shit.
A week later, Angel arrives at Heathrow.
Angel's just done something that most people dare not do. She's looked into her deepest heart. She saw what her truest fantasy is, and she's come to live it out. And I'm very honoured that she'd choose me to do that with.
How are you feeling about meeting in person?
Alright, just a little bit nervous. Always been bullied all my life, but yeah. Always been told to do all my life. It's no difference, just with the collar.
She'll come in, she'll kneel. I'll ask her if she submits. She'll say yes, I'll collar her. Basically. Collaring a slave is a very serious thing. It's not something you just do. You can't just meet someone on a Friday night, put a collar on them by the Saturday and throw them away on the Sunday.
Even though she hardly knows anything about Lee or his cult, Catherine Cook, or Angel, has arrived from Australia and agreed to become Lee's slave.
How it ends, well, we'll all have to see. But that's how it began.
In the summer of 2006, Darlington awoke to find it was home to a sex cult called the Kaotianos. The Kaotianos are reputed to have thousands of members all over the world, but so far I've just met 2, Lee and Angel. Angel's just arrived from Australia to become Lee's latest slave and begin her Kaotian training. The first step appears to involve a trip to the pet shop.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Was that for real?
It is for real, yeah.
Is he the guy that's into this dominating women and... Right.
That's his new slave.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye. Bye.
Is that the first time you've seen them come in on the lead?
Yes. I've never seen her before.
No, she's just come from Australia to be his slave.
Oh, has she?
Oh, peculiar. Never mind, it's the way of the world, I suppose.
Run away now.
I think I did hear you last time.
Whilst Angel doesn't appear to mind being led around town on a lead, the locals aren't too impressed.
That's the same fucking guy.
The last time Lee tried this with his Canadian slave, he got into a fight with a local butcher.
Oh my lord, he's coming back. Hold up.